You need to have conversations with people of how to get out of the situation so that you can grow. And if you can't have conversations with people around you of how to grow, then you're going to stay where you are. And it's very important that if you're not comfortable talking to the people around you, then why do you have them around you? You find out that because you're positive, you start to look at things in a positive way. You start to come off more positive. Because when you're positive, you start to say positive things. You start to do positive things. And people can really see that. And you start to have positive energy. And people start to want to be around you more. The main takeaway of this video is to be positive. Because when you're positive, you can start to be around positive people. You start to attract more positive people. And when you're so negative, you start to do things your way, that you're not open to other people's suggestions. When it comes to yourself, you have limits that you can do on your own. But when you're around other people, they can give you advice so that you can go above your limits. If I wasn't clear with my point, let me just explain it to you. If you're doing things by yourself and it doesn't seem to work and nothing seems to change, you want to make sure that you at least listen to what people have to say and to not be closed-minded, because there will be a time where you need other people's advice. And it's about realizing that everyone is different, so everyone is going to look at things in a different way. You need to focus on who you really are as a person and who you want to surround yourself with, because people can either uplift you or they can bring you down. And you want people to encourage you to go after the things that you want rather than people that distract you, because people that distract you, they start to distract themselves because they're so easily distracted. They want to distract you. When people start to distract themselves so easily and they distract you from where you want to be, you realize that you start to distract other people and it's like an endless cycle. You need to realize by making no mistakes, it can hold you back. And the reason why I say that is because it's better to make mistakes sooner and to learn the lesson along the way. Let's say, for example, you make no mistakes and you only have one more thing to do before you get to where you want to be. And because you made one mistake, you realize that it's taken you steps back, and it's taken you more than one step back because you didn't make the mistakes earlier and sooner. People may say to not give up, and it is good advice, but you want to make sure that you show up for yourself. And that's another way of saying to not give up. When you show up regardless of how you look like. You show up regardless of your situation. You show up regardless of who believes in you and who doesn't. Because that's another thing. Some people will say for you to not do the things that you want to do. And it could be people that are close to you. It could be people that you've never really met. I know I've been talking for a while, but just bear with me. I have this final thing to say. Regardless of what people say to you, or regardless of what people do to try and push you away from where you want to be, you have to make sure that you do it regardless. Like, some people will not like you because you're trying to do the things that you want to do. But that's why the people that like you and the people that encourage you, that is the type of people that you want to have around you. Like, even if you're going towards a different direction, you just have that support system that will make you keep going. And it's important as well that if you have things that you want to do and you realize that it's no longer what you want, you can take a different direction and try something new. Because that's really the whole point of trying things, failing, trying things again, and then seeing if it's the right fit for you. The last thing that I'm going to say, are you doing things for yourself or are you doing things for someone else? The last thing that I'm going to say when it comes to doing things for yourself is having a strong reason why. Because you can't just do things for no reason, and you have to have a strong reason why you're doing something. Because are you doing this to become a better person? Are you doing this to challenge yourself? Are you doing this to motivate other people? And when it comes to doing something for someone else, it just motivates you even more because you don't want to give up. You want to do things so that you can impress someone else. You want to do things so that you can make someone else's life easier. And you need to realize that you need to keep yourself in good health. So you need to exercise, make sure you're eating right. And if you do those two things, you're going to look your best and to feel your best, regardless of the situation that you may be in. That is all I got to say, and I'll see you in another video.